Yo, 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 what is up, guys? And welcome to ATV FARMS, episode 119, but American Farming, episode 2. And today, we've got to buy some equipment. So let's jump on Facebook Marketplace, auction house, whatever, and see what we can find. So, pulled out my phone. Here we go. Let's go, auction house, tractors. Now, I would like to get this, an International 1086, but I don't think $35,000 would. No, you know what? I think we will do it. Go with the cab, because I think the cab version would be a little bit better than a non-cab. So we'll go ahead and go purchase for $35,700. That puts us down to $166,000. We need a planter. So we'll go with this 12 case 955 12-row planter. And then we need a disc. We'll go with this International 490 24-foot disc. And then we need a combine. So we'll go with the case combine axial flow 88, which is really the case 2144 for $75,000. I think that's our cheapest option. Now we need, actually, we're probably just going to go with corn. Well, okay. Yeah, I think we're probably, hold on, which one's cheaper? Would it be cheaper to go corn or beans? It'd be cheaper to go corn. So we've got the 8-row header here that I'm gonna get for $50,000. And that leaves us at $5,000. So hold on, guys, I gotta call the bank up and probably take a loan. Oh, we got the $50,000 loan. So now we've got $55,000 for a wagon and a manure spreader or fertilizer spreader. So let's jump back onto auction house and get those two things. So we need, what was it? Fertilizer. We're gonna go with this fertilizer wagon because it's the cheapest option. $12,000. And then for grain transport, we're gonna get this wagon, but we're gonna make it as big as possible. So there's that. And I believe we got everything we need. So let's get hooked up to the trailer and head on down to the dealership and pick everything up. So, trucks over here. So, to go ahead and talk about the truck, since today's the equipment tour episode, we've got a 1973. So, this truck is 2 years old. It's a 1973 Ford F-150 with a small block 345 motor under the hood. Let's go get hooked up to the trailer and head down to the dealership. So, if I remember right, where I parked the trailer, yep, it's over there. So, over here, we've got a 1965. So this trailer is 10 years old. I bought it used. I'll show you guys once we get hooked up. So we have a 1965 30-foot Max D tilt deck trailer, and I'll show you guys what I mean by tilt deck. The deck, the bed part of it lifts up. So let's get down to the dealership and go bring the equipment home. Set our GPS to the dealership, and we will head down to the dealer and pick up the equipment. So yeah, we're currently trying to start a farm, and I think that with the equipment that we've got, for the price that we got, I think we will be good to go. So my plan is to put the combine on the trailer. That's my goal, but I don't think I'm gonna meet that goal because I've got to also haul the header back as well, and I don't think the combine will fit on the trailer with the header on the trailer as well. Oop, looks like we're here. So go ahead and cut the GPS, and I'll talk about each piece of equipment as I load it on the trailer. Park right here. I think that's good. Go ahead and hop out. Let's go ahead and get the trailer lifted up. So as you guys see, to start us off, we've got the only tractor on the farm so far is a 1973. So also a 2-year-old tractor, International 1086. The 1965 case 12-row planter. The International 490 1964 disc. And then we've got the 1968 International 7240 combine, a 1975, so brand new 12 or 8-row corn head, and then a 1958 fertilizer wagon, as well as a really old 1945 Kilbros gravity wagon with hopper extension. So my plan is load. I don't know why I decided to bring the trailer, because first things first, we're gonna hook the 1060 or 1086 to the planner, and I probably should have got the, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and hold on, guys. I'm gonna run in and talk to the the dealership guys and figure out a plan. Okay, so the guy said just go ahead and one of them would drive the truck back. So actually, we're gonna go ahead and load the combine on the trailer. I think we can do it. So let's give it a shot. So we're gonna try and load the wait, hold on, we don't even need a trailer. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to the guys about a trade-in value on that trailer, because I don't really need a trailer if we really can't haul much with it. So hi, I'm looking to trade in my 30-foot trailer or Max D trailer. Okay. They said go ahead and sell it. So we'll get 12 grand for it. So that left us with 49,000. And hi, do you guys happen to have anybody that can help me run equipment back to the farm? Thanks. So they said they would send a couple people out to help. So yep, go ahead and get in the 1086, and I'll have you drive that back, and I'll follow behind you guys in the truck. I'll give you guys a ride back. So one of the employees is gonna go ahead and run the planner back for me. There he goes. And then the other one is gonna run the combine back. So there goes the tractor, the planner, and the combine. I'm gonna follow them back in the truck, and then I'll be right back. So just sit tight. Alright folks, so we're still right behind the combine and planter. I just went ahead and followed them back with the truck so that they have a ride back to the dealership. Well, one of them does at least, because the other one's got to drive the tractor back. Okay, so from the way it looks, the planter is done. Thanks, man. I'll take him here. So we're gonna go put the planter away. And then hopefully we will have so like I said in the last episode, the oh my god, I don't know why it doesn't want to go into the shed. The open storage shed is gonna be for like the disc, we finally got it in. Let me straighten it out. So we've got oh my god, hold on, we gotta straighten this out. So there we go. Now we've got it straight. Right there is a good stopping point. So go ahead and detach that. And now we will get the tractor ready to head back to the dealership. Honestly, I'll just go ahead and... You ready to drive the thing back? Alright. We'll send Dave back in the tractor. There he goes. Now we just gotta tab around until we find combine. So combine is gonna immediately go into the big storage shed, like I said. We're gonna pull in, drop the header, and then back the combine up along the wall. And then put... So my plan is only to have tractors stored in this shed. We're gonna put the header right here. So that's where the header is gonna go. Hold on, I gotta go third person. right there. So right there's where the combine's gonna sit. So we got the combine back. Now we just have to go get the truck. And hold on, there's only, yes. So now we're gonna set the GPS back to the dealership. And then get back to looks like we caught up with Jim, the co-op, or the dealership worker. So we've made it back to the dealership. We're gonna go ahead and catch up here with Jim. Not really what I had planned, but it is what it is. Oh my god. GPS on my truck's just taking off. What the hell? Oh my fucking god. So we're gonna get this hooked up to the disc next, and then I'm gonna hook my truck up to probably the buggy, and then we'll put the tractor away. So I'm gonna let Jim drive this back. There, what the hell? It was hooked up, but apparently not. So now we're good. Now let's send him back. So there goes Jim, taking that back. I'm just gonna tab to the dang thing, and we're gonna follow him back to the farm. Pulling the fertilizer buggy. So and then not the wagon, we need the fertilizer wagon. So one of the guys, okay, so we got it. We're gonna set the GPS back to the farm, and I will catch you guys in a minute. Alright folks, so it looks like we've caught up with Jim again. But this time we have a load on the back of us. Sorry this episode is taking forever, but that is also primarily due to just the amount of equipment it takes to start a farm. And the fact of trying to go cheap with the farm purchases. So looks like Jim has stopped. Wait, actually, hold on. It's before I keep on forgetting to stop the GPS on my truck so that it doesn't take off on me again. So we're gonna go ahead and get the plow or the cultivator put in the shed so it's out of the rain. Now I don't know how I'm gonna get the gravity wagon in a that didn't work. But let's just try and get this backed in. That also didn't work. So we go nope, we gotta pull forward to get it straightened out. Oh my god, why do you not want to cooperate? So there we go. Now I think we got it. Yep, we got it. So we're done with the tractor for this episode. So we're gonna put it in the shed. and call it good with the tractor. So now we can close up the shed here. Since we've got the combine, the header, and the tractor in there. Now we can put the fertilizer wagon away, run back to the dealership, and pick up the grain cart, or the gravity wagon, and bring it back. So, hold on, I gotta pull forward just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Well, I wanna say trying to back a fertilizer wagon into a hold on. We almost had it perfect. Nope, still not. So we got it perfect. Well, hold on, let me try. So there we go. Hold on. So we got it perfectly straight. Go ahead and detach. And now we're back on the road to the dealership. Cause we gotta give Jim here a ride back to the dealership so he can go back to work. But I hope you guys are enjoying the 70s series. And I just cannot believe ATV Farms is already 119 episodes into the channel. So, yeah. You did good today, Jim, except for the part when you took off running from me. You're good, man. You're good. So, next episode will be, or the next American farming video will be tillage, because we got to rip up or cultivate the we gotta cultivate the corn stalks, and then plant corn in April, and then fertilize in June. So yeah, that's how this series is gonna go. We're gonna try and take it from nothing to something. So, alright, Jim, I'm gonna let you out up here. If you want to help me get backed up to the wagon, that would be greatly appreciated, bud. Oh, you want to just go ahead and get out now? Or I can, okay. So, Jim went ahead and jumped out and is gonna guide us back to the wagon. He's got the pin in and we're good to go. See ya, Jimmy. So we're good to head back to the farm. We've got our Kilbros wagon and we're all set. Final piece of equipment to move, and then episode 2 of the series will be completed. So I didn't expect this episode to take 35 to 40 minutes to move equipment. Well, considering the fact that we're on the Iowa map instead of Wisconsin. I believe it's Des Moines, Iowa, but that's what we're gonna go with, is Des Moines, Iowa. Now, I'm not gonna try and back the wagon into a spot. I'm just gonna park it next to the yellow auger at the Agco grain bins, and then we will be good to go. So we made it back to the farm. We are pulling up the driveway. So as soon as we get this parked, I'll give you guys another rundown on what equipment we're gonna be running in this series. So go ahead, detach, and actually, on second thought, we're not gonna run any equipment tour until next episode. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.